Hello and welcome to Creative Guitar Lounge, where we're coming to you today from my new attic studio here at Castle Hill in Argyll. I've got another video for you today which I hope you'll find really useful, so let's get set up and started. Here we are. Hello again, Dave from Creative Guitar Lounge. Today I wanted to do, I suppose it's a continuation of some of the videos I've done most recently, which is just really using little partial chords and little kind of 2 and 3 note comps, if you like, or little miniature chords and power chords based on movable positions, which is one of the things I kind of love most about the guitar, and I guess it's true for all other instruments too, or many other. But with chord shapes like the A shape, which we'll use today, we really don't have to move around on the fretboard very much to find some really useful things that we can use for riffs or for rhythm parts or even for lead parts. So I wanted to continue that today. I was messing around recently with a little kind of bluesy thing, pattern like that, which is a kind of a fairly traditional blues idea. But I started thinking, what other chords have I got that I could do little partials, either by using fingers or picking, using the plectrum. So these are basically some little chord ideas that I came up with, and I just wanted to do a little video on that, just to kind of make you think a little bit about what you've got in terms of little partial chords and riffs and even scales, that without really moving much from a kind of key position. And in this case it's the A shape, which is basically the little mini bar that you can play a basic A chord with, which if you've watched any of my other videos or you have a little bit of basic theory, you'll know that you can move that shape by barring it really to any key in the any chord in the fretboard, any major chord really. So you've got A, B flat, C, D, E, F, G, A, all the way back to A. But we can use just that little partial bar itself if we kind of mute the open strings when we're moving it further up the neck, and we can get these quite nice little 3-note chords. But we can also add all sorts of other little chords from that position, no matter what voicing we're using. So we'll do, starting on the root note of A, because that gives us the possibility of including that root note sometimes and actually doing little other little kind of riffs and runs that we can use right there, because we have the open string there that we can actually use. Quite hard to get to if you're playing down here, because the root's here. So when we're using these kind of things, it's a little hard to kind of do the same thing. But so if we concentrate on what we can do on A, so we've got A, what I was doing was basically adding a little C chord. So I was using my pinky to do the same 3-note bar down on the 5th fret, giving me a C chord. And you can do either 2 notes or 3. You can also, right underneath here, you've also got a D shape, so extended D shape, so you can pull that on and off, and then add them all together. So A, C and D. Incorporate a little run if you like. Really quite nice. But you also have other little 2-note shapes, the same kind of chords. We've got a C here, for example. You can do it there, or you can do a little C here, power chord just with these two, and then it's not really very difficult from there to slide that to the D or E. Include your E note there, but we're trying to stick close to, not staying too far away from this little bar up here. And we can even do G's here. A little G note shape we can use here as well, a 2-note power chord. Slide that down, you've got your A again. And the other thing, apart from all these little chord possibilities, there's also this little which I did a video about recently, which is a sort of Creedence Clearwater Revival little two-note thing that you can slide on and off from, again, that A position. But you've also got a couple of scales here. This is actually the 4th position minor A blues scale, which starts on this note. So, you know, you've got little runs that you can do, little blues scale runs from there. Really nice kind of blues stuff you can do there. That reminds me a bit of, I guess, kind of old blues rock stuff. Really nice stuff that I used to like. And also, like a little bit ZZ Toppy in there as well. You also have your A relative major scale, which starts with on your F sharp over here, so you've got that to riff from as well. So. You know, so you have a major and a minor blues scale right without even taking your finger off of that bar chord. So you've got all these little chords. And 2 scales. And some really nice little runs that you can incorporate in there. And to some extent, you can do that more or less. Anywhere you move that A shape to. So that was D. There's our D chord. And we're just using the A shape part of that to give us access to those same little chords. We can't use this root note, unfortunately. Well, you could, and some gives you a kind of hybrid chord, a root, a bass note of A, which is possibly useful in some applications. But if we just stick to the notes that are immediately under our A and those scales, again, which are exactly the same. Yeah, so I hope you find that useful, and just the key to all of these things is just to play around with them and see what else you can find. It's just really useful to know if you're playing along, even if you're writing a song, you're trying to come up with ideas, or you're playing in a band, or you're trying to come up with complementary parts to chords that are being played by someone else. It's really nice to know all the stuff that is right near to your fingers with these little shapes. So I hope you have found that useful, and go ahead and have fun with that. And if you've enjoyed this, let me know in the comments, and please help me out by subscribing if you've enjoyed this. I publish videos fairly randomly. I don't work to a strict schedule, but you'll get notified if you subscribe every time I put something else out that's new. So if you want to at least give me a like for the video if you did like it, comments and subscribe, all much appreciated, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now. Been Dave, Creative Guitar Line.